Don't make your living selling other people's books when you're trying to write your own. It seems brilliant at first. Immerse yourself in your craft, get a sense for what's popular, gather moments of inspiration from the unassuming corners of the world. But immersing yourself in anything eventually takes its toll. Shit. You'd think a recurring nightmare would eventually get less, I don't know, nightmarish. I need to take a break, get out of this room for a bit. Can't imagine plants last long in here. Small town hotel art at its ugliest. No way I'm getting back to sleep right now. Not after that. Seems appropriate that I'm staying in a room as disheveled as I am. Judging by the state of my room, I don't want to see this one. Healthier than the one in my room, I'll give it that much. There are more cigarette butts on the floor than there are in here. There's a do not disturb sign on the door. Not sure if anyone's staying in this room. No hotel front desk is complete without a bell. Hello?
I know you.
Harvey Green, room 3? Do you have a map of town I can borrow?
That's odd.
People don't usually ask for maps.
You're not in the book.
Maybe the morning guy forgot to add me when I checked in.
Yeah, maybe.
So, map?
On the stand behind you.
Stand's empty.
Well then, guess I'm out of maps.
Guess so. Thanks.
No problem.
Well, if it isn't the traveling writer, welcome to Villa Ventano.
Have we met?
Oh no, but I saw your suitcase full of books burst open on your way into the hotel. And since it sounds like you are indeed a writer, you simply must meet Oswaldo.
Who's Oswaldo?
Oh, a most charming and riveting storyteller, the life of every party he attends. In fact, he lives just a few doors down from here.
Thanks, miss. I'll drop by.
Do tell him Gladys says hello.
Where are you visiting from?
Oh, about 5 blocks, give or take.
You live here? Why are you staying in a hotel?
Young man, vacationing is about mindset, not distance. You've traveled much farther than me to be here, but are you on vacation?
Good point. You're looking elegant. Maybe too elegant for a place like this.
Oh, I know, dear. Sadly, this filthy excuse for a hotel happens to be the only one for miles.
Give it a rest, Gladys.
I'll give it a rest when you learn how to brew a halfway decent cup of tea.
Crazy old bag.
You love me.
Take care. The evening air is perfect. I'll give the town that much. It's propped up against an old hitching post. It's been here at least as long as I have. Hope it doesn't rain. It's propped up against an old hitching post. I haven't heard any trains so far. I wonder if this is abandoned. Oh, hey there, little fella. Where are you off to? Whoa! What the hell was that?
Enjoying your stay, dear?
I saw some sort of creature at the edge of the forest. Do you have any idea what that might have been?
Oh, we'll see the occasional raccoon or skunk.
This was bigger than a skunk. It snatched a rabbit and ran away.
Ah, a bobcat then. Rare for them to venture so close.
Okay, if you say so. Take care. Old neglected barrels and crates.
Get out of the road!
Coming up next on Among the Shadows, murder most foul.
New radio drama. Haven't heard of this one.
And what role will recent arrival Harvey Green play in these troubling events?
Wait, what?
Out on a-
Hey, who's in there? How do you know my name? Oswaldo? This isn't funny. I'm going inside. Hello? This looks abandoned. Or worse. Wait a second, so who's listening to the radio? And where is the radio? The wall is covered in newspaper clippings, pictures, and scribbles. But why is there a crossword puzzle in the middle here? And what are these paper scraps stuck around it? The remaining letters spell Telltale Heart. In that story, the narrator hides a body under the floor. I hope Oswaldo didn't consider that a source of inspiration. Hello? Oswaldo? The front door was open. Is everything okay? Besides the stranger in your house, I mean. This place is a complete mess. And that's saying something coming from me. It sounds like it's coming from in there. It's locked. Why? Who locked? That would probably just damage the lock. Doesn't sound like the radio's in there. I think it's broken. There's a crease in the corner of the rug, as if it's been folded up recently. Am I really going to look under there? I have to, right? Huh? Something down there is reflecting light from the window. It's a key. Who locks a running radio in? This looks like it fits.
Stop right there. Don't move. Good God, what the hell's going on in here? Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Harvey Green. I'm in town for business. I'm staying over at the...
What business?
Books. I sell books. I have a card in my pocket. Can I...
Slowly. What's all this on the wall? What have you been doing?
Nothing. No, I don't know what any of this is.
Bullshit.
It's true. I've been in here for just a few minutes. I've been in town less than a day. Whatever's on that wall, it must have taken weeks.
Let's say I believe you. Why are you in here?
A woman at the hotel suggested I meet Oswaldo.
Describe her.
Older, dressed like she was at the Kentucky Derby.
That's Gladys, all right. Mr. Green, do you have any knowledge of Oswaldo's current whereabouts?
No, Sheriff.
Then I have a missing person on my hands. Listen to me. I don't know what the hell's going on in this room. I do know that if people caught wind, it'd cause a town-wide panic. So you and I are gonna make a deal. I let you walk straight back to your hotel, and you tell no one about what you saw. Say a word or skip town, and I personally escort you to a jail cell. Do we understand each other?
Yes, Sheriff.
Good. Now get out of here.
Shit. Breaking into a house? What was I thinking? Am I losing it? No, I swear I heard my name coming from in there. I didn't imagine it. I couldn't have. And even if I did, I couldn't have imagined all that other stuff I saw in there. I can't just sit in here and ignore it. For starters, this is the only interesting thing that's happened in months. He doesn't seem too keen on chatting.
Enjoying your stay, dear?
I dropped by Oswaldo's house.
Oh, lovely, dear. How is he?
He was out.
You creative types are always off making mischief.
Take care.
Watch it, buddy!
Good evening, officer.
Evening, Mr. I don't believe we've met.
My name's Hugo. Victor Hugo. I'm a tourist.
A tourist? Huh. We don't get many of those. Well, welcome to Villa Ventana, Mr. Hugo. Stay out of trouble and all that.
What happened in there?
I'm afraid I can't comment on that, Mr. Hugo. Scene's still under investigation.
As in crime scene?
Well, that's what the sheriff's gonna figure out in the morning. Ugh, I probably shouldn't have said that even.
Any chance I could take a look inside? I'm something of a...
Aspiring mystery writer?
How did you...
Suspenders.
Right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hugo. We need to make sure nothing's disturbed. You're just gonna have to use your imagination. Writers are good at that, aren't they?
You sure I can't peek in there for just a second?
I'm sure, Mr. Hugo. Sheriff's orders.
Is it safe for me to be out at this hour?
Are you keeping out of the crosswalk over there?
Yes.
Then you're fine.
What's so dangerous about it?
I wish I knew. Almost every time we're called out, it's because some pedestrian got hit.
An enormous creature jumped out at me at the edge of the woods.
Ha! First time in deer country, Mr. Hugo?
This was no deer. It was brown.
Like a deer?
Totally silent.
Like a deer.
You don't understand.
Relax, Mr. Hugo. You're not the first to get spooked. I promise the deer will leave you alone if you give them the same courtesy.
Officer, I think I hear screaming. Someone needs help.
I do appreciate your concern, Mr. Hugo, but I don't hear a thing.
It's faint, but I'm sure it's there. Listen again.
Mr. Hugo, I think you could use a couple more hours of sleep, huh? Stay safe.
This guest wouldn't mind a bit of tidying, right? It's the hotel's furnace. Given it's July, it probably hasn't been on for a while. Clean and dry. Let's see. Ooh, some of these are sharp. Might help me close a sale or two while I'm here. These are all still wet. Very wet. It's off by a few months. And a few years. The housekeeper's cleaning up in there. There's a do not disturb sign on the door. Old neglected barrels and crates. Huh, it's a whole mannequin. Little beat up, but it's in one piece. Maybe I could clean it up and sell it. Great, now the mannequin's dressed better than I am. This should look like the real deal to that cop. Here goes nothing. Shit! Shit, that wasn't supposed... Oh, God, what have I know this man. From my...
Oh, good lord! Did you see what happened, Mr. Hugo?
I didn't. I heard a crash, and,
This damn crosswalk! Sign's useless! Get back to your hotel, Mr. Hugo. I'll call an ambulance.
Yes, officer. If I keep it down, hopefully he won't even realize I'm in here. The radio should still be in that desk. Time to take a look. There it is. And it's turned off? How? Whatever, I need to find that station.
No light, no shadows, Oswaldo. No light, no shadows. No light, no shadows. No light, no...
Coming up next. You are next.
No, it's happening. I have to warn Lena.
What did I just... That was him. He was right in front of me, and that thing just took him. What did you find, Oswaldo? No wonder Oswaldo was trying to secure this place. Ugh. Old, tattered, and crusty. Pretty boring assortment of magazines, especially given what's in the other room. Classic bathroom sink. Just a typical mailbox. Little touches like this help distract from all the stains. He doesn't seem too keen on chatting. Not sure if anyone's staying in this room. Oswaldo's diary. There's several references to a Lena. Must be the same Lena he mentioned in that vision. Wherever she is, I have to find her. I imagine it'll be easier than finding Oswaldo. Did the radio cause my vision of Oswaldo? How? Sumptuous garments for the discerning elitist. It's closed. The sweet, sweet. Top of the hill tours, we look down on the competition.
Evening, friend. Care for a motor tour?
Motor tour?
Like a regular tour, but with a little something extra.
You mean a motorcycle?
Bingo!
What's the tour route?
Right up Ventana Hill. Killer views up there, along with our observatory.
And then back down, I assume?
Oh, walking back down's half the fun. It's the getting up there part that needs a little extra horsepower.
All right, I'll do the tour.
Great. Now, as to the small matter of payment.
I'm strapped at the moment. Any chance I could ride for free?
By any chance, do you mean zero chance?
No.
Then no.
Are you sure that thing's safe?
You kidding? Villa Ventana's streets are some of the safest around. You know, besides the deadly and gruesome car accident earlier this evening.
Oh, there was a car accident?
You didn't hear it? It was a block or so that way toward the hotel. Couldn't tell whose car it was, but I could tell they didn't make it. I thought all the talk about that crosswalk was garbage. Now I'm not so sure.
Do you know a person named Lena?
Lena? Maybe rings a bell. Don't think I've met her.
Okay, thanks.
You know where to...
It's just as cluttered as the shelves. A complete mess of books, binders, and historical artifacts. It's just as cluttered as the shelves. If this room uses an organizational system, I'm not seeing it. Historical documents from the town's early years, letters and contracts and the like. It's the first construction paper settlers arriving in construction paper Villa Ventana. An old treasure map. Maybe this town used to be a pirate refuge. It's a dusty wax statue of some old leader. The town's founder, maybe. Ugh. Sticking to my finger. I'm surprised it hasn't melted. It's a badly printed replica of the original town charter. Wait, did they really put "don't eat the mushrooms" in their founding document? Jaunty. Wonder if they're replicas or the real deal.
Restrooms for city employees only.
What? No, I don't need to use the restroom.
Then why on earth did you come in here?
Is this City Hall?
Last I checked.
When was that?
When my shift started about, I don't know, 1,000 years ago.
Has a man named Oswaldo been here recently?
Not recently enough. He's late.
Late?
He checked out a pile of old newspapers from the archives. I made it very clear that he had to return them within 3 days. Haven't seen him since. Cheap bastard probably used them for kindling.
I'm in town for work and thought I'd see the sights.
Uh-huh. And which site were you interested in seeing exactly? The cabinet jammed with unsorted census surveys?
I don't know. The building looked big. Figured there'd be something to look at.
If you're that desperate for something to do, there's a little Villa Ventana museum one room over. Don't bother telling me the exhibits are falling apart. I already know, and I already don't care.
I'm looking for the address of...
Credentials?
I beg your pardon?
All requests from municipal residential data require valid authentication from the requesting party.
I beg your pardon again?
I need proof that you're allowed to view town housing records. So, you got proof or not?
Oh, I, left it at home. I'll be back.
I'm sure you will. Don't let the door hit you.
It's just as cluttered as the shelves.
What'll you have?
What do you got?
Hot dogs?
Anything else?
Things that go on hot dogs?
How eclectic.
Nah, think I'm all out of eclectics.
Selling a lot of hot dogs?
Not yet. Waiting for folks to start stumbling out of the bar. After a few rounds, these things go straight from suspicious to delicious.
You speak the truth. Isn't it about time to wash that apron?
Hell no. Gotta keep expectations low. If I look clean, the hot dogs look even filthier by comparison.
Hey, is there a woman in town named Lena?
Lena? Oh, sure. I don't see her too often. She's a vegetarian.
Do you know where she lives?
Sure don't. Someone over there in City Hall should, though.
Right. Thanks. Bye-bye, hot dog man. Vino Ventana. Vino Ventana. The upstairs must be reserved for the high rollers. If I had any money on me, this would be a great way to lose it. The most worked up you'll ever see adults get over a marble. If you aren't the one loading the dice, they're probably loaded against you.
Cashing in or out?
Cashing in.
Excellent, sir. Your funds?
Funds?
Money, sir. For your chips?
Oh, right, money.
You do have money, yes? If you don't, I must...
Oh, no, of course I do. It's in my other wallet. I'll be back. Evening.
Obviously.
Randolph, don't be rude to the wino. He looks like he's had a rough life.
Encouraging to see at least one person with a book.
Need something?
My name is Harvey Green, and I'm a salesman with McGinty.